Hello everybody, it's Paul Neeson with Torah Life Ministries, and we are continuing with the Yeshua Said series. We're up to episode number 24. We've already did 23 parts, and today we're going to start reading Matthew chapter 8, verse number 5. And we see here, this is Yeshua said, not what my opinion is, not what commentary says, but what Yeshua our Messiah says. Directly, we're going to look at what he says. So it says, "And Yeshua entering into Capernaum, a centurion came to him, begging him, and saying, Master, my child has been laid in a house, paralyzed and in serious pain. And Yeshua said to him," so this is what Yeshua said, "I will come and I will heal him." So Yeshua said, I will come and I will heal. I will heal. So Yeshua says right there, I have the power to go anywhere whenever I want, and I have the power to heal anything and everything. So I will come and I will heal him. And answering, the centurion said, Master, I am not worthy that you should enter under my roof, but only speak a word and my child will be healed. For I am also a man under authority, and I have soldiers under myself. And I have said to this one, go, and he goes, and to another, come, and he comes, and to my slave, do this, and he does it. And hearing, Yeshua marveled and said, and remember, Yeshua said, so we're looking again what Yeshua said. Yeshua said to those following, truly I say to you, not even in Israel did I find such faith. So basically what Yeshua is saying is there's a lack of faith of people in Israel, the so-called chosen people. And here somebody who's not part of Israel is showing more faith than even the people in Israel. So Yeshua already told him before he saw this faith, I can heal and I can go wherever I want. And that's what he does, and that's what he claims. And here he's saying, not even in Israel have I seen such faith. So in essence, Yeshua is saying there's a lack of faith in Israel. And this man that's coming to him now, not even an Israeli, is doing something, showing an amazing amount of faith. And in verse 11, Yeshua continues, but I say to you that many will come from east and west, and will recline with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. But the sons of the kingdom shall be cast out into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And Yeshua said to the centurion, go, and as you have believed, so let it be to you. And his child was healed at that moment. So by Yeshua healing his child, he proved, I can heal. So he proved, no one, I can heal from anywhere, anytime, I can heal. And he proved it right there, he did it. As for the lack of faith, even within the people of Israel, he said, many will come to me, but they'll be cast out into darkness because their lack of faith. That's what Yeshua said, folks. That's straight from him. Let's continue. And coming into the house of Peter, Yeshua saw his mother-in-law laid out and burning with fever. So Yeshua saw this, and he said, and he touched her hand, and her fever left, and she rose up and served them. Again, he said at the beginning of this episode, I will heal. So he's showing I can heal. That's what Yeshua said. And he healed the centurion's son, and now he healed Peter's mother. He heals. Not because we want him to, not because we ask him to, but because he can and he does. That's what he said he would do. Verse 16, and evening having come on, they brought to him many having been possessed by demons, and he cast out the spirits by a word, and he healed all those having an illness. So not only does he heal, and again, we see here, healing many now, but he cast out demons by a word. So what he says by him talking is casting out. Remember, folks, this is what Yeshua said. Verse 17, so that it might be fulfilled, that spoken through Isaiah the prophet, saying, he took upon himself all our sorrows and bore our sicknesses. And seeing great crowds all around him, Yeshua gave orders to go away to the other side. And one scribe coming near said to him, Rabbi, I will follow you wherever you may go. And Yeshua said to him, The foxes have holes, and the birds of heaven have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere he may be to lay his head. And another of his disciples said to him, Master, allow me first to go away and bury my father. And Yeshua said, again, Yeshua said to him, follow me, and leave the dead to bury their dead. So again, we start off this episode with the centurion having so much faith, running to Yeshua, telling Yeshua, I know who you are, I trust you, and Yeshua heals his son from a distance. And then you go and Yeshua warning, after he did all his healing, he warned that the children of Israel will be cast into darkness. The children because of their lack of faith. And then we get up here to verse 21. And the so-called follower of Yeshua, calling him master, says, let me go and bury my father. But Yeshua said, remember the name of the series is Yeshua said, follow me and leave the dead to bury their dead. And then entering into the boat, his disciples followed him. And behold, a whirlwind occurred to the sea, so that the boat was covered by the waves. But he was sleeping. And coming near, his disciples aroused him, saying, Master, save us, we are perishing. Again, their lack of faith. They believe Yeshua is the Messiah, but here they think the boat's going to go down with Yeshua and everyone else. So they wake him up. And he said to them, why are you afraid? Remember when we started off this episode with the centurion coming, showing an amazing faith. And Yeshua was saying, I have not even seen this faith in Israel. And here we're seeing a lack of faith of all the Israelites. He said to them, why are you afraid of little faith? Of little faith. The majority of people out there that claim to be followers of Yeshua, of little faith, he called them. Why are you afraid of little faith? Then arising, he rebuked the winds and the sea, and a great calm occurred. And the men marveled, saying, what kind of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him? And coming to the other side, into the country of the Gergersians, two very evil possessed ones met him, who were coming out of the cemetery, so that no man was able to cross over by the way. And behold, they cried out, saying, what is it you to us? To you, Yeshua, son of Elohim, have you come here before a time to torment us? And far off from there was a herd of many pigs feeding. And the demons begged him, saying, if you cast us out into, go away into the herd of pigs. And he said to them, go. He said to the demons, go. And coming out of these went away into the herd of pigs, and the herd of pigs went straight over the cliff and fell into the sea, and they died in the sea. Now, there's much commentary about this, what happened, the reason it happened, and so on. The bottom line is, folks, you had a centurion listening to Yeshua. You had the demons listening to Yeshua. But then you had his own followers, lack of faith. And he said it. He said it. Yeshua said is the name of the series, folks. So, verse 32, as we finish off chapter 8, it says, and he said to them, go. And coming out, they went into the herd of pigs, and all the herd went straight over the cliff and fell into the sea, and they died in the sea. But those who fed them fled, and going into the city, they told all the things of these ones who had been demon-possessed. And behold, all the city went out to meet with Yeshua, and seeing him, they begged that he depart from their borders. Again, much commentary and stuff about why they told him this, about what he did, about the significance of the pigs and going, much significance to that. Much commentary about that. But this, folks, is about what Yeshua said. That's it. What he said. And now we see him saying about the lack of faith. He said, I can heal from anywhere. And many of the so-called followers have a lack of faith. He's never seen faith like the faith of the non-followers. And even the followers have the lack of faith. And because of that, they will be cast into the darkness. That's it, folks. That's what Yeshua said. We're going to continue next time with episode 25. If you haven't seen the first 23 episodes, I encourage you to see them. This was episode 23 of the Yeshua Said series. And when we continue, we're going to continue on chapter 9 of Matthew with the Yeshua Said series. Put your comments and questions below the video. Until then, have a great day and shalom, shalom.
Come out of the world, oh my people, seek the truth, avoid the evil, learn Yahweh's ways. Torah Life Ministries, come out of the world,